Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Ripple CTO David Schwartz will be sharing the roadmap for institutional DeFi on the XRP Ledger, guys, at a key event. This one courtesy of XRP Crypto Wolf here. So the president is to unveil the XRP Ledger journey. I guess that means some of the updates that we're going to be seeing on the XRP Ledger. So Ripple X has unveiled the full speaker lineup for the XRP Community Day in Tokyo 2024, a highly anticipated event that brings together the XRP community, blockchain enthusiasts, and industry leaders. The spotlight will be on Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse and President Monica Long, who are set to discuss the company's journey and the history of building on the XRP Ledger that has sparked interest in the crypto community. You can see the Ripple X Twitter account. It did post this. David Schwartz shares the roadmap for institutional DeFi on the XRP Ledger. So, guys, there's going to be more decentralized functions on the XRPL, including programmability and institutional capabilities. And institutional capabilities, that is sounding like a key factor that could, in fact, bring XRP price to the upside once we do see, this kind of thing scale, once we do see real-world applications for the XRP cryptocurrency. Brad Garlinghouse and Monica Long discuss Ripple's history building on the XRP Ledger, and that is going to be moderated by another Ripple employee, Eric Van Miltenberg. So in June, Archax and Ripple announced an extension to the existing collaboration, which is expected to bring hundreds of $millions of tokenized real-world assets onto the XRP Ledger. I don't know if you guys remember Rodford. He did famously say that he foresees 30 to $50 trillion being tokenized over Archax on the XRPL. There's also the stablecoin news. Ripple stablecoin is, it's supposed to come out in Q4 of this year, and all eyes are glued to the RLUSD2. So, guys, a lot of things are happening here. Can't wait to see what comes out of this Tokyo 2024 event. Wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf just for posting that. Guys, Mike Manfield here posting this with regards to a Japanese Ripple-related bank, MUFG. They are to invest $333 million in an Indian digital lender for DMI finance. So MUFG Bank, guys, which is a Ripple partner, they're investing another $333 million in Indian digital lender DMI finance at a valuation of about $3 billion. So the sum here that they've invested, this is making them their second largest shareholder. Using its proprietary technology, DMI Finance offers POS, so point of sale loans to Indians through a partnership with external parties, working with the likes of Samsung, Google Pay, and Airtel. Tapping into India's huge unbanked market, the firm has served over 15 million customers and will use the new funding to expand its balance sheet and scale. MUFG has recently made a host of investments in the Asia-Pacific region, fintechs targeting the region's underbanked, including the Thai super app Ascend Money, Singapore's Grab, Indonesia's Akulaku, and Philippines-based mobile payment and credit service Mint. So I believe Mint, I believe there's a connection to Ripple actually with this particular Philippines mobile-based app as well. Anyway, it's interesting to now know, considering we now know these banks have these partnerships with Ripple and how they've extended those partnerships, investing in other financial platforms, other technologies too, because we also should remember there isn't going to be one coin that rules them all. Even though I know as XRP holders, we want all the money to be running through XRP, it's going to be a hodgepodge. There's going to be several different types of technologies that all have to be interoperable. And I guess Ripple did foresee this from the beginning. They did realize, okay, we've got to make the XRP Ledger interoperable so that we can integrate, so that we can play in this game, have a stake in the future of money. And I think with everybody playing happily together, guys, this is just going to, all boats rise, right? That's what David Schwartz said several years ago now. All boats will rise. Everybody will be making money. XRP will increase in value. That is just how it's going to work. Anyway, wanted to thank Mike for bringing that up. Also happened to see this. Now, this is piggybacking on the story I talked about in yesterday morning's video, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner. I didn't touch on it too much, but I think now the XRP community is wondering about this because at first Nium, the announcement was that Nium was partnering with JP Morgan. And at a point, I think people were like, oh, well, that's great. That just means JP Morgan is going to use Ripple Rails. But guys, there's some more to this, okay, that I wanted to talk about. Chad Steingraber here. First, I guess I want to talk about this. So Chad originally posted this, and remember, Nium will be going public. They do plan on releasing an IPO in the United States Q2 of 2025. So just like Tranglo, Nium uses RippleNet 100% via Ripple payments. So for example, with ODL for all their transfers. And there's another article I just thought I'd show you guys this from back in June. Nium does bag a $50 million Series E funding round as it gears up for a potential 2025 IPO. So I will link this in the description if you guys guys want to read further about this. This is not really the point I want to make. This just kind of sets up how Nium is, how I think Nium is viewing their future and the strategic moves that they have decided to make here. So I wanted to thank Chad for that. Amonix here also posting this. XRP partners with JP Morgan. Are you ready for an exhilarating adventure? So I happen to see this too. This is just an excerpt from Google, taking from an article here, the boundlessstates.com article. Is JP Morgan accepting XRP? And this does say yes. JP Morgan Chase has officially announced that it is now accepting XRP for both credit card and mortgage payments. So even though we are seeing some broader partnerships here, accepting XRP for credit card and mortgage payments doesn't necessarily mean wide XRP utility. It is a step in the right direction, and it is another facet of XRP utility, very indirectly though. But I wanted to kind of move on because this is what's in question, okay? Nium's rails. Subjective Views highlighted this article from back in April of 2024. So this is a report from back then. The revolution of real cross-border payments, B2B payments in Asia, from Nium and another company here called Capronasia, JP Morgan's Partior official. So this is a company that JP Morgan exclusively uses, guys. That is important to note. And Ripple, they are both revolutionizing cross-border payments by using blockchain and DLT technology to enable faster, more efficient transactions without intermediaries. The report highlights that while Partior focuses on real-time settlements in multiple currencies, RippleNet and on-demand liquidity uses XRP to improve transaction speed and reduce costs, though challenges like interoperability, scalability, and regulatory acceptance remain for widespread adoption. So this is just an article basically stating just that. Partior is the technology that JP Morgan is currently using and a bit of a Ripple competitor. Now, this article here does state the differences and why these two companies can coexist. So the report highlights that while Partior focuses on the real-time settlements in multiple currencies, RippleNet focuses on on-demand liquidity, leveraging XRP to make those transactions quick. So, I mean, they're doing a good job at making differentiating the two platforms, because now the XRP community has this question. And so I wanted to set it up with a couple of tweets just to kind of give you guys a sense, a base of where I'm coming from now. Michael Branch did post this, and this was picked up by the Crypto Basic. Is Nium now a Ripple rival? Even if Nium is connected to Ripple, are they backstabbing them? Are they using different technology? Well, there's kind of more to the story than just that. So the XRP community recently unearthed details of the collaboration of Nium, a rival to Ripple in cross-border payments, with JP Morgan for FX solutions. They're already stating it here that Nium is now a rival. Singapore-based fintech Nium excels in enabling seamless real-time cross-border payments for financial institutions globally. Its network spans 220 plus markets and supports transactions in 100 currencies. However, before achieving this level of reach, Nium did face significant challenges in Asia. So they did face challenges with regards to expansion. Nium would have to navigate complex and conflicting environments, regulatory environments. Fortunately, Nium found a solution for its entry into the Asian market through its partnership with JP Morgan Payments. So guys, this is what is in contestation, I suppose. Given the substantial foreign exchange or FX risks associated with Nium's cross-border and cross-currency transactions, JP Morgan Payments provided a customized solution, real-time and automated cross-currency solutions. This helped Nium mitigate the impact and exchange rate fluctuations and long-time shifts. So now we are looking at Nium leveraging JP Morgan technology. There's also a section here dispelling misinformation in the XRP community. Notably, figures in the XRP community, such as Crypto Eddie, have recently highlighted the specifics of Nium's partnership with JP Morgan to dispel misinformation circulating within the community. Well, we do know Nium is a Ripple partner. That has been confirmed. That is on the record. I mean, look at this. Another one here from Chad Steingraber. JP Morgan talking about their, well, actually, this is JP Morgan talking about their partnership with Nium. Just showing you guys some more here. During onboarding, you will need to provide us your business with registration country, the countries from where your business is currently operating from, and the country where your corporate bank account is located, and from where the funds will be transferred to your Nium account. So already integrated with Nium. It looks like this was even from back in January of 2024. So there was already a partnership there. And we cannot forget Nium is a Ripple partner, so there has not been any bad blood. The partnership has not dissolved. This article was just from earlier this year. Nium and Ripple, a partnership paving the way for seamless global payments. And again, I will link this in the description of the video for you guys if you guys want to read the full thing. But in essence, the Nium Ripple partnership represents a significant step towards the quest for faster, cheaper, and a more transparent global payment ecosystem. While challenges remain, the combined strengths of these two companies can pave the way for a more efficient and inclusive financial system. So this was as of a few months ago. So they are still partners. And we got to even remember, even JP Morgan did come out back in November of 2021 saying this, guys, this one courtesy of Riz here. If Ripple wins the SEC lawsuit, XRP is poised for significant adoption. So this just suggests to me that JP Morgan Chase is not rejecting XRP for its utility. It is saying, look, Ripple is doing a great job. Ripple is already partnered with many different banks around the world. And so if we do see clarity for XRP, again, remember, this was from back in November of 2021, then we could see XRP adoption ramp up very, very quickly. All things to consider here, guys, also in this document here that was put out by Oliver Wyman and JP Morgan. Note here that on page 8 of the document, they do highlight certain projects here, some commercial efforts, one of them being Ripple for their cross-border payment infrastructure intended to use the cryptocurrency XRP as a settlement instrument. So Ripple and XRP are no strangers to JP Morgan. I almost feel like JP Morgan would in fact, possibly partner up with a company like Nium to have exposure to XRP through these indirect channels before they may, I don't know, they may or may not do this before they make the decision to jump on board fully. So what is going on here? Longtime Ripple partner Nium has begun using JP Morgan payments to better serve their customers with collections and global FX rails. This would seem to be an alternative to Ripple products, or perhaps just additional rails for Nium platforms. So ultimately what the Wrath Economist is stating here, this partnership with JP Morgan has nothing to do with Ripple or Ripple products or XRP or anything like that. It is just another rail for Nium to use, separate from the RippleNet rails that they're using, so that they can expand their business and they can take a bigger share of their industry using a different method. So ultimately, I guess they don't want to put all their eggs in one basket. They want to have different options available to them for rails, for payment rails. So yeah, he says, just posting this because claims of Ripple and JP Morgan that have sprung up seem to be incorrect. To be clear, I don't think it's damning news either. So that is the other thing we have to remember. Even if this is happening, this is not like, Nium is turning their back on Ripple or anything like that. To be clear, he says, I don't think it's damning news either. Pay companies have to use a lot of rails to be relevant. I am interested to know which they use more now. And look, Nium is a Visa partner too. That's just how the business works. You need as many tools as possible to move as much money as possible in as much places as possible. So JPM is not supplanting Visa, who replaced Ripple. Nium is just gaining capacity. And I think ultimately at the end of the day, that is what we need. We need more visibility for these Ripple partners. Ultimately though, guys, cream will rise to the top and the best rails are going to be utilized the most often. Neon Economist here even saying optimizing FX with JP Morgan and expanding with Ripple makes Nium a versatile player in global payments. Strong moves here. So that's a great summation, says the Wrath Economist. Guy on the Earth saying Ripple failing in real time. Not at all, says the Wrath Economist. This is just business. JP Morgan is the largest FX bank in the world. Ripple is still growing. It is necessary for payment companies to have as many rails as possible. So this to me sounds like a partnership that will just grow the ecosystem, and maybe down the road, Nium will realize the XRP rails will be the most utilized just because they are the most efficient. Maybe they need to have their options put in front of them in order to judge who the best is. And so what do you notice about this video? This one courtesy of Jungle Inc.
An analogy I sometimes use is if you found some alien device that did something incredibly useful, like it produced clean water, you might take it apart to understand how are the pieces put together, but what you'd want to know is how does this do something that you didn't think could be done? What is the thing that lets it do something that was difficult to do before? And then that way you can figure out, well, what else can I do with that? So what is that thing in blockchain? What is the thing that lets it do something that we didn't think we could do before, and then can we make that thing better? Can we use it for other things? Another thing is that there is a revolution going on in payments. Today's payment networks were built for sort of consumer payments and business-to-business payments, but the world is changing. Companies like Uber and Amazon do large numbers of outbound payments, and that was not something businesses traditionally did. Businesses would pay their employees, they'd pay their suppliers, but that was it. But if you imagine Uber wants to pay their driver, and if you're in the Philippines and you need money for milk, Uber wants you to drive right then and there so that you have money for milk that moment. And that's difficult to do, and today's payment systems are not built to do that. And as a result, these kinds of companies have hundreds of employees who build their payment networks. And if I want to compete with one of those companies, I want to start some niche business, the answer can't be I hire 100 payment employees to build what Uber built or what Amazon built or what Airbnb built. That just doesn't work for anybody. So there's going to be a change. Every bank in the world, every payment company in the world would love to say to Amazon, to Airbnb, to Uber, or to that niche company, fire your payment employees, we'll just do your payments for you. But they can't. The networks they're built on just weren't designed to provide that functionality. That is going to happen no matter what. That is a given.
I think it is the confidence. I think it is, the way David Schwartz discusses this, the speed, the efficiency of payment transactions like that used with XRP and Ripple's RLUSD will lead to a world where employees, contractors, and gig workers get paid at the end of the day for the work they did. So daily instant payments. Guys, you think JP Morgan is doing that right now? Let's get serious. Why do people focus so much on XRP, especially when they're negative on it? Now, I don't necessarily agree with this. I don't think that Raoul Pal actually advised XRP holders to sell XRP. What I think he was doing last week, and if you guys didn't catch the video I did on that, I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner, was that I think he was just dissuading people from being so tribal. So Zena is saying here, out of the millions of coins, scams, meme coins, why do they all focus on XRP and tell you to sell? Is it in their good heart? Is it because they feel so concerned about your wallet and absolutely want you to win on crypto? If so, why only attack XRP? Like Ripple is the only bad actor in the crypto space. Coming from the same man who said Luna is risk-free, does he really want the best for you? The real question is Raoul a bad actor in the crypto space? And again, I'm not attacking Raoul's character. I don't think that this is what his intention was for this. But you guys can watch that video if you want more of my thoughts on that. Who is he to tell people what to do with their money? They can pretend that Ripple is the Theranos of crypto, but so far Ripple won all of its lawsuits. So why do they really hide behind this really bad advice? Maybe they want you to lose. It would make sense if they were coming after a lot of meme coins and other crypto companies, but you don't see them attacking SHIB, Quant, WTK, or Doge, just randomly naming a few, not saying they are scams. So they have only one target, Ripple, one of the most valuable companies in XRP, the only digital asset with regulatory clarity and technical superiority to Bitcoin. I really can't see any reason why they would come after XRP. Can you? I'm sure their bags are packed. I do agree that there are likely some people in the space that don't want us to get rich. I don't think Raoul Pal is one of them, though. Nevertheless, the sentiment, I think, resonates, so I did want to thank Zena XRP for posting that. Guys, all boats will rise, even if Nium has partnered with JP Morgan. I think that, if anything, it'll give Nium an opportunity to see what rails work best for them. Again, this is a company that really wants to expand their business in more territories, and I think they will. I think that when the technology really comes into its own, we will eventually see who the big winners and losers are. The best technology will prevail, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.